Imagine yourself as a warrior in medieval Europe, fighting in arena after arena for money, fame, glory, and the thrill of the kill. Slashing your way through opponent after opponent, you become known as the greatest combatant of the land. This is what today's early access title known as Tournament Blood and Steel attempts to replicate. You play the role of a fighter who participates in gladiatorial combat, featuring first-person visceral combat. Is it worth a purchase? As a disclaimer, I did receive a free copy from Script Ocean Games. As much as I do appreciate it, however, it will not deter me as I will be as honest and fair as possible. So when you press new game, you are offered two different modes. You have tournament mode, which is the main single player mode, while arena mode is just battles, custom battles that you set up with the AI. So to start off with, we're going to talk about the tournament mode. So the first thing I did was to look at my character, and unfortunately there's no customization for your character at the moment, but it is planned for the future. And also there's only a handful of equipment to buy, only another set of armor and also a few helmets. More weapons and armor will be added though, so this is just temporarily. So in the map, there's 3 places that you can pick to fight. I picked my first place and I pretty much got my ass handed to me. I was running around trying to figure out how to draw my weapon. It was a fail on my end. I didn't take a look at the controls at all. And the reason why is because there is currently no tutorial at all, so you have to look up the controls. So eventually I learned how to draw my weapon, and I attempted to go all out, but it ended in my demise. That's what I learned. You have to go play the defensive game. You have to block, and you have to just time your blocks correctly, or the AI will get you. So the difficulty comes into 2 things. Mainly it's the AI buffs and the way the AI behaves. For the AI buffs, it takes 6 hits with a one-handed weapon to take them down, and 4 hits with a two-handed one. But for me, it only takes 2 hits to kill me. Also, the AI will refuse to attack if you have your shield raised, so you really have to time your blocks correctly or they won't attack you. So eventually I worked into my first victory, and it was an awesome decapitation. Incredibly satisfying when I landed the killing blow. And also you can dismember other limbs as well, legs, arms, and all that stuff. So it's really fun. So you have 3 types of weapons to use. You can use sword and shield, two-handed, or ranged weapons. Originally I went with one-handed, but then I found out better that it's better to block with your weapon than with your shield. So I switched to two-handed weapons. Also, with ranged attacks, I used 6 arrows. I shot 6 arrows into my opponent's head, and they still did not go down. So all these weapons, they need to be rebalanced, hopefully sooner rather than later. Throughout my time, the controls were very solid. I used a controller as well as a mouse and a keyboard, and I had no trouble with either. So the combat is overall fun, but it's far from polished. I would like to see some reaction animations just to add more weight to the combat, you know, a bit of stagger. It would add a lot more to the combat and make it much more enjoyable and fleshed out. So the money I earned I used to buy plate armor. Unfortunately, I didn't really see much of an improvement. Normally it would take me 2 hits to die, and it still took me 2 hits to die. I wasn't entirely sure why. But then I was thinking maybe because since there's not a better helmet to gain and the opponent is aiming at my head, that's probably why. Unfortunately, there's not really much else you can do in tournament mode. There's only 3 places to fight over and over again, and there's not much diversity at the moment. But they plan to fully further expand the tournament mode to make it much more of a fully fledged campaign with fame, ranks, and much more involved. So I moved on to the arena mode, which showed much more potential with the engine. They actually had team battles available, which is freaking awesome. I would definitely love to see that introduced in the tournament mode, as well as eventually one day for them to have a multiplayer mode. That would be a lot of fun. So while there isn't much yet presently, I still enjoyed myself for what there is. I really like the concept, so I'm definitely looking forward to see the development of it. Some of the things that they mentioned that they will be adding is mounted combat and also just a more robust tournament mode, which is really what I'm looking forward to. Right now, I would recommend it if you're looking for the long haul and you really would like to see this project take off. I would definitely recommend it for you. And if you feel like the combat, the visceral combat will be enough for you at the moment. But if you want a more complete product, I'd recommend that you would pass on this one. So thank you guys for watching. As always, please subscribe to my channel. Leave your thoughts and comments in the box below. And as always, this is Powerhouse, signing off.